back, and we're about to get into our next challenge. Personally, one of my favorites. And we're at the final 11. And if you missed our last tribal council, honestly the last two tribal councils, the first two of the day, you need to go back and watch the streams. These tribals have been freaking crazy. Like, crazy. Like my brain. And now we're about to play something that's gonna stir the pot a little bit. Good old touchy subjects.
Alright, piece of information before we begin this fun challenge. The person voted out the next tribal council will become the first member of the jury. And we are going to tell you that we are playing through final two. So keep that in mind as you move forward. So this challenge is called Touchy Subjects. Audience, they were already read the same questions that I'm about to ask them. And they were asked to write down their responses, and we have tallied the most common responses. So we're going to have them spread out. We're going to give them an answer book, and I'm going to ask them the same set of questions, but this time they're going to try to respond with who is the most common answer. If they get it right, they'll get to pick up the machete, chop the rope of any one of their other contestants in the game, lowering their contestant effigies one space closer to the fire. After 3 chops, that effigy will fall in. That contestant is then out of the challenge. If that round, that contestant who has fallen in also had a correct answer, they will still get to make their chop before they're eliminated. All right, let's spread them out, please.
Val, head towards the flag. We're going to spread it out.
So if you are not familiar with touchy subjects, basically they all got almost like a survey where they got to ask questions of, like, for example, like, who is the smelliest at camp? Who is most likely to have an idol on them? Who is the most strategic? Things like that. They all had separate like confessional moments almost. Like separate confessional moments almost with the questions. And then they tallied up the most common answers, and then now what's going to happen is that those players are going to get asked the same exact questions, but what they're going to write on their answer pads is what they think majority said for those questions. If they get it correct, they get to come over here, take the machete, and chop at one of their fellow players' ropes, to then eventually drop their painted effigies, which are, I'll show you, they were made by the players themselves on, I believe, night 2. So they all have their names on them. And then after 3 chops, that's when the effigy will fall. Last person standing wins immunity. And also, if you did not hear John as well, everyone, although the final 11, they will be joining the jury. The jury phase has started. And where the game is started, here we go. Who do you trust the most is the first question. Again, they're writing the answer they think got majority. So not what.
We're going to need help grabbing the people who have the correct answer, so that people come out and help.
So not what
Everybody
they think.
Have their answer?
What they
Most
think.
Common
most
answer
people said.
was Ali. If you have that, hold it up, please.
So the most common answer was Ali.
Oh, you can make your first chop.
Oh, goody.
Chopping the rope closest to you, the name of the person. It's always going to be a single strand rope you're chopping. Who is that? Declan takes his first hit.
Their first.
Nicole? Can you follow me? I'm sure the chart works.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Luke M takes a hit.
One chop for Luke M from Nicole. One for Declan from Paul. Val's up next.
Smitty. KP takes a hit. Help me out on this. Ali?
TP takes a hit from Val. Ali coming in.
I need to see who that is. I need to see who that is. KP takes a second hit.
JP with 2 hits.
All right. Next question. Who is the best liar?
Again, they're trying to figure out what the majority answer is, not what they personally think. Well, again, unless they wrote that.
Everybody have their answers? Most common answer was Ali. Anybody have Ali? Hold it up, please. Step forward.
So Declan and Leah got that question correct. The most common answer was
Declan,
Ali.
you can take your chop. Tell me who it is. I don't know who it is. Paul takes his first hit.
Paul delivering a hit, or Declan hitting.
Go ahead, Leah.
Declan returning a hit back to Paul. Leah's turn. Sorry, I didn't see that the camera wasn't turned. My bad. But Declan swung at Paul. Leah didn't see that the names were on the blanks. On the planks. Leah taking a swing.
Ali takes the first hit.
Leah hitting Ali.
I need somebody to be with every person that chops and then tell me who it was. All right, third question. Who do you think you would be most likely to beat at final tribal council?
So, question again is, who would be the one that you would most likely beat at tribal council, at final tribal council, excuse me.
Everybody have their answer? Most common response was Leah. If you have it correct, step forward, please.
Leah was the most common answer.
Snipping. We're now snipping.
No longer using the
KP,
machete.
make your snip.
We're using some snippers. Snip, snip, snip. KP.
Luke takes his second snip now.
Luke M with his second snip.
Go ahead, Paul.
One more and he's out. Paul taking a snip. I'm assuming he's probably going to go to Declan.
Declan second.
Luke M coming up to bat with the snippers. First time he's out here.
Declan's third, and with that, he is eliminated from this challenge.
They are eliminated from the challenge.
Handlers, can you help me here, please?
Declan is out. Val going out,
KP is eliminated.
eliminating KP. Both original Coco members are out of this challenge.
Question number 4. Who is the biggest strategic threat?
Also for everybody in the chat, if you haven't been hearing, Declan uses the they them pronoun, so if we're ever discussing
Everybody have the response. Most
Declan,
common
please respect
most
their
common
pronouns.
answer was Ali. If you have that, step forward, please.
Ali was the biggest strategic threat overall. Looks like Paul, Kaylee, Leah, and Luke M.
Lee, you can be first up. Val with the first. Go ahead, Kaylee.
Val getting her first. Kaylee up now to snip. Sorry, keep forgetting to turn the camera. So Leah snips Val. Kaylee going to snip Paul.
Final snip for Luke. He'll still get to make his snip.
Okay, Luke M is out of the
Go ahead,
challenge, but
Paul.
Luke still gets to make his last snip. Paul around. Snipping Leah.
Leah's first.
Leah getting her first snip. Luke M, again, this is his final snip. He is out of the challenge, but he gets to make one more cut.
First for Kaylee.
He cuts Kaylee.
Question number 5. There is a tie between 2. I'll take either one of those as the correct answer. Who is most likely to be voted out at the next tribal council?
There's a tie for this question.
Not surprisingly, there was a tie. Everybody ready? The 2 answers were Paul and Luke. Anybody have either of those?
Well,
No.
no one got that question
Okay.
correct,
Question number 6.
but it was Paul and
Who
Luke
is
M.
most likely to stab you in the back?
Ooh. Who is the most likely to stab you in the back? And again, it could still be any of the people who have been eliminated over there. It could still be the answer. They're still technically in the game in some way.
Everybody good? Most common response was Ali. If you have it, come on up.
Ali, most common answer. It looks like Griffin, Leah,
Nicole, you can go ahead.
Nicole, and Ali got it correct. Nicole going to snip first.
Ali takes his second snip.
Ali taking his second snip.
Go ahead, Leah.
Leah coming in, taking the third. Snip
And
to
his
Ali.
third. He'll still get to make his
Ali is
selection.
out of the challenge, but he gets to make one more
Griffin.
snip. Griffin, I believe, taking his first snip of the challenge.
First snip for Ned.
Snipping Ned. Ali going for Leah. Probably getting some payback.
Second
for
snip
eliminating
for
him
Leah.
out of the challenge. Leah with 2 snips.
Question number 7. If you had to vote right now, who would you pick to win the game?
If they had to vote right now, who would they pick to win the game? That's a big question here. Judging subject is one of those challenges that can really alter people's viewpoints of
Everybody good?
where they stand in the game because
Most
again,
common
this is
response was Nicole.
Nicole, most
Nobody.
common. No one answered that.
Question number 8. Who is playing the most under the radar game?
Like questions like these where it can really, the majority of the group feels this way. So when they find that out, it sometimes can change people's opinions or, like I said, perspectives of other people.
Most common answer was KP. Nobody. Question number 9. Who is the biggest social threat? Also a tie. We'll take either one of them as correct. Everybody good? KP, Declan.
The 2 Coco members were the most common answers. Nicole and Griffin getting to take another snip.
First snip for Griffin.
Nicole snipping Griffin. Griffin. Snipping Leah's last. Leah's out
That's
of the
Leah's
challenge.
final snip. She's out of this contest. Question number 10. Who is most likely to share a secret?
So currently, who's still left in the game is Griffin, who I believe just got his first snip. Paul, I believe, has 2 snips. Nicole still, I think, has 0. And then I believe Val, Kaylee, and Ned
good,
all
Ned?
have 1, I believe.
Most common answer was Griffin. Question number 11. Who thinks they are running the game?
Allison, most trustworthy person. Yeah, and backstabber too. So Ali's a pretty
Most common response was Ali.
Ali was, I think that was his fourth, possibly, overall answer. It looks like Kaylee is the only one who got that right.
First snip on Nicole.
Nicole finally getting a snip.
Question number 12. Who is running the game?
So the first one was who thinks they are, and this one is who they actually think is running the game.
Most common response was Kaylee. Question 13. Who do you forget is still playing?
Ooh. Jesus.
Most common answer was Leah.
4 people got that right. Griffin, Nicole, Val, and Ned got that correct. So we're gonna need 4 snips here. Oh, thank God. There's some clouds, at least for a little bit.
Nope. Nicole takes her second.
Nicole got a second snip.
Val takes her second.
Nicole gets the payback on Val with her second snip. Griffin taking a walk around. Griffin still deciding.
Paul takes his second.
Paul taking a second snip. Now it's Ned's turn.
It's number 3 for Val. She's eliminated.
Val is now eliminated from the challenge. Now it's down to Griffin, Nicole, Kaylee, Paul, and
Next question. Who is most likely to be a bitter juror? You good? You good, Nicole? Okay. Most common answer was Val. Question number 15. Who are you most surprised to still see in the game? Most common answer is Luke. Question number 16. Who do you wish was already voted out? Most common answer, Luke.
Ned, Kaylee, and Griffin answering that correctly.
It's the final snip for Nicole.
Nicole's out of the challenge. Kaylee walking around.
Second snip for Griffin.
Griffin takes his second snip. Ned taking a stroll around.
Second snip for Kaylee.
If I'm correct, I believe now all the rest of the players, maybe except for Ned, have one snip left. I think Ned
Question
might have
17.
2 left, I believe.
Who is the biggest hero? Most common answer was Ali.
Griffin, Kaylee, and Ned. Griffin walking around.
It's a final snip for Paul. He's eliminated.
Ned passing the snippers off to Kaylee.
Second for Ned.
No, I believe now they're all with 1 left. So now Ned has to decide between Griffin or Kaylee to snip.
It's Kaylee's third. She's eliminated.
So that's between Ned and Griffin for immunity. All it takes is for one of them to get the question right.
Down to 2. Who is most likely to have a hidden immunity idol? Most common answer is Luke. Question 19. Who prepared the most for Survival Challenge? Most common answer was Luke. You're both down to 1. We're going to have to go for a next question.
Griffin pretending that it was a race to the snippers.
We could give out 2 machetes. We could go that route.
Oh, God.
Question number 20. Whose speech at Final Tribal Council would be the most convincing? Most common answer was Luke. Both have it too? Moving on. Question number 21. Whose speech at Final Tribal Council would be most likely to flop? Most common answer was Leah. Ned's got it.
And with that, Ned wins immunity. Gonna take his last snip of Griffin's effigy.
With that, Griffin's in the fire. Ned wins individual immunity. Congratulations.
All right, Ned wins individual immunity. There he is. He's safe at the next tribal council.
Ned, can I get a quick one?
I'm getting up on the ground. Okay. It's really hot, y'all. I had to put some sunscreen on earlier. All right. Oh God, it's really zoomed in. Hello? Hold on. Let's. Okay. There we are. I'm really sweaty. There we are. So, Ned wins individual immunity, getting his spot in the final 10. A lot of interesting questions, a lot of interesting answers for touchy subjects. I guess we'll just have to see if any of those affect votes moving further, strategy moving further, alliances, relationships. Who's wearing that umbrella hat? His name's Logan. He is Evan's, Evan from production. He's Evan's cousin. He's helping on the video crew. But yeah, I need one of those. But yeah, so we'll be at Tribal Council shortly. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you have your Facebook notifications on to see when we go live there. Also, put your notifications on here so you know when I'm back. Cool. See you later. Bye. See you later.